Everybody. I hope y'all are having a great day. Last week, we left off on our number talks. We were talking about cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. I thought I would continue with that today for our number talk. So we went into our grid again, showing that how many cups, pints, quarts go into a gallon, like a gallon of milk or a gallon of tea. Again, remember that this quarter of the quadrant shows that 4 cups are in a quarter of a gallon. So if here's 4, then it's 8, 12, and 16. So 16 cups equal a gallon. If 2 pints are in this quadrant, that means 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 pints equal a gallon. And then 2 quarts are over here on this right side of the quadrant. So then there's 2 and 2, which would be 4 quarts equal a gallon. Just to kind of give you a quick point of reference for that. So talking about fish tanks, I'm very familiar with fish tanks. Josh and I used to do fish tanks all the time before we had kids. And this fish tank holds 8 gallons of water. So how many quarts of water fill the fish tank? How many cups? So they're going to want us to figure out, they want us to convert gallons to quarts and gallons to cups. So going into a smaller measurement than gallons. So I'm going to go ahead and write down that they want us to do 8 gallons into a certain amount of quarts. And they want us to do 8 gallons into a certain amount of cups. So like we've talked about several times throughout this process, a lot of times it's really handy to help you to write down what you're trying to figure out. So I know 8 gallons equal a certain amount of quarts, and I know 8 gallons equal a certain amount of cups. Well, we also talked about quarts, that there were 4 quarts per gallon. I'm going to write that over here in parentheses to the side. So I know for every gallon, there are 4 quarts. Then I know that there's 16 cups in a gallon. So I know for every gallon, there's 16 cups. So think about how we're going to figure out to do that. So going into 8 gallons, so 8 groups of 4, because there are 4 quarts in each gallon. So equal our total number of quarts. So 8 times 4, a lot of you know what 8 times 4 is, but in case you're still struggling with that one, we can always decompose into 2. So we've got 8 times 2, 16. So add those together, and we see that that is 32. Awesome. Okay. Also, if you want to compensate, you could do 8 times 5 is 40, and take one group of 8 away to get 32. So now we know that 8 gallons is equal to 32 quarts. 32 quarts. Okay. The next one was how many cups are in 8 gallons. So there's 16 cups for every gallon. So 8 groups of 16. See if you can work that one out before you watch the rest of the video. Okay, but we could decompose again, 10 and 6. So 8 times 10 and 8 times 6. So we have 80 and 48. So now we've got 8 and 8 and 4 is 12. So 128 cups. For those of you who are better off with the area model, more comfortable with it. So we have 8 into 16. So 8 times 10 is 80, and 8 times 6 is 48. Again, 80 and 48 to get the 128. For those of you who are working on partial product, 16 times 8, 8 times 10, and 8 times 6, 80, 48, and 128 for a total number of cups. So then you could also say 8 gallons is equal to 32 quarts, which is equal to 128 cups. Okay, awesome today. Number talk, guys. Cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.